looked at this. This has till 2056. That's 40 years. The TIF is 30 years.
There are a number of dates that are in here that are relevant. The 2114 is that's when our ground lease runs out. So it's a 96 years left on our ground lease. The Hall of Fame Village leases run through 2056. The TIF will end in 2047, collection 2048.
So potentially then these dates also offer an opportunity to cure if there's something wrong, because these can be renegotiated.
Sure. Sure. One assumes that we won't be, presumably we won't be renegotiating with them. The most likely scenario is that, as long as there's a bridge loan, as long as there's a lender to Hall of Fame Village, they're going to.
The public is present at this meeting. Can you address, mostly for the benefit of people who don't know, what the relationship between Plain Local School District and Kansas City School District is in this?
Yes. Plain Local School District does not have. There are many properties in Hall of Fame Village, as it is expected to be developed, that lie in Plain Local School District. Probably most of the property, at the end of the day, will be in Plain Local School District, as long as if the village develops out as anticipated. The initial properties that sort of make up the core of what has happened so far are not only within Canton City School District, but belong to Canton City School District. In 2015, both school districts have a right to notice and compensation as a condition to approving or permitting a tax increment financing like this to go forward, to permit the city to exempt property for this purpose. That's what we addressed in 2015. It was the right of both school districts to receive compensation sort of in lieu of the taxes they would otherwise have received if the property got built and it was taxed in the ordinary course. The reason you would do that is because if you didn't do that, in all likelihood, the project wouldn't have moved forward. So it's you take a portion of what you would have gotten, from the taxes as consideration for agreeing to let this go forward, so they get the benefit of the TIF to cover some of the infrastructure costs.
With this declaration, this is another layer of protection for the Kansas City School District with regard to, especially with regard to if Hall of Fame Village does not perform, does not go as well as intended. This protects us and protects our financial interest in those properties to the best extent possible.
To the best extent possible, absolutely. And I think we can go through a little bit, but one of the things we did, maybe it's time we can just sort of leaf through one of them. I'm going to ignore the recitals, which go on for almost 4 pages, and to talk about what's actually in the substance of the document. I think I'm on the stadium. I'm on the stadium declaration. So, starting at the bottom of page 4, I think we actually have something where these are the things that we are saying are attached to our ground, and the first section essentially says that we agree that there is an obligation to pay the service payments. These are the in lieu of tax payments, and that they're in Part B says same amounts as the real property taxes that would have been charged and payable at the same times, subject to the same late charges and such. Everything is exactly the same. And then C references 5709.91, which is the statutory provision that extends the tax lien to a service payment obligation like this and says it's, it's subject to the same lien rights